Wasting away alone in Margaritaville. Looking for my lost pitcher of salt. Oh. Okay. I'm Bjorn, movie archaeologist, and I'm still at the beach, guys. I'm gonna be entirely honest. All the flights out of here, they got canceled because of some tornadoes and shit outside of wherever the temple is supposed to be. So I've been stuck here at the beach drinking margaritas and pina coladas for a month now, and it's starting to get old. I'm ready to be back in the temple, where you're surrounded by recognizable rocks and temples and artifacts. But while I was here, I was at the bazaar, because they have those here, and I found this artifact. It's A Quiet Place, Day One. I'm a fan of A Quiet Place as a franchise. It's a good series of movies. The first one is excellent. The second one is, I think, probably better. I really like it. They're very different. And this movie is extremely different to either of those, which is the right call. Obviously you've got people being quiet and the monsters, but this movie takes a lot of, I would say, risks. It goes in some really interesting directions, and it wasn't what I expected this to be at all. When I heard they were doing a prequel about A Quiet Place in New York, I expected, a big over-the-top action movie, something like Cloverfield. And there's elements of this that are like Cloverfield, right? But more than that, this movie is a character study, and a really good one. So it focuses in on the main character who, in a shocking twist of something I've never seen done in a monster movie or an invasion survival movie, a person with terminal cancer or something, and she's going to die within 2 weeks anyway. What an interesting take to have someone like that exploring the apocalypse. It completely recontextualizes the whole film and your engagement with her. And the movie plays with her engagement with another character and their weird sort of quasi-friendship romance that develops over the film, told almost entirely silently and in a few spoken scenes. That's all very excellent. There's a few very heart-pounding action sequences, but mostly the action is fleeting and sparing. There's not a lot of it, which would normally sound like a bad thing, but it works. It works for me. When it is in the movie, it's very good. It's smaller scale than you would expect. The opening scene is a little over the top, and there's one scene after that, but then the rest of the movie just breathes and lets these small-scale action set pieces and gradual buildup of tension and character development sort of take it over. I was a big fan of this movie. I could see a lot of people complaining about this one, whining that there wasn't enough action, monsters didn't kill enough people, and that they focused way too hard on drama. But it's really good. The acting is amazing, an incredible lead performance, and a very good secondary performance from the male lead, who I believe is going to be playing Johnny Flame in the Fantastic Four movie. So that should be kind of cool. He's great in this movie, absolutely phenomenal. So he's one to watch. I think he was in Stranger Things too, but he's really good here. He plays a very odd character, and I wasn't exactly sure what to think about him at first, but the more the movie went on, I kind of got to understand him and really like him, and his relationship with the female lead is amazing. I can't remember any character names. I never do. I have goldfish brain. But I thought the movie was really great. There's some really good cinematography. There's great tension. The monsters are cool, as they were in the last couple movies. Again, they're not really the focus. Really what this movie focuses on is a woman coming to terms with her own death, told pretty well through a character motivation, which, mild spoilers, is outright bizarre, but works in the context of the movie. The main character and her sidekick, their goal in this movie is to get pizza. And that sounds really stupid, I'll admit. They're trying to get to a pizza shop the whole movie, while everyone else is running the opposite way to escape. And she's on a quest for pizza because she's going to die anyway, and she doesn't care. And this apocalypse is just an inconvenience to her getting her final slice of pizza. And I swear to God, by the end of the movie, they make pizza an emotional impact point of the film. And it's very good. I was a fan of this movie. If you like monster movies, or if you like the previous Quiet Place movies, this one's probably my favorite of the batch. I really like it. Its action probably isn't as good as the other movies, but the character drama and stuff is just really excellent here. And the characters feel consistently powerless against the monsters, which is really great, because whenever one shows up, you're genuinely like on edge. This movie proves pretty early on that it's perfectly willing to kill a lot of the main cast, and it you know, does that pretty consistently. There's some good stuff. There's some silly stuff, like some of the stuff with the cat is admittedly kind of silly, but I don't really care because it was fun. Mostly the movie takes itself pretty seriously and does a pretty good job of it. I think the second half is better than the first half. I think the first half was exactly what I kind of thought it was going to be. More Cloverfield, big destruction, monsters everywhere. And then the second half kind of goes in a different direction. Around the time of the Quest for Pizza, honestly, you can track the quality of this movie to the pizza quest pretty succinctly, which is pretty good. All in all, I was a huge fan of this one. It was kind of a surprise. I wasn't expecting it to be what it was. It caught me right off guard right from the beginning with some of the choices it made for characters and their motivations, and it was just an interesting little monster movie, and it's another really good movie I've seen at the box office this summer. I mean, not the box office has been terrible. I misspoke. Another good movie I've seen at the cinemas. I've seen a lot of really good movies this summer so far. So everything's looking up for the industry except for the money, which is going way down. I'd like to go on a tangent here. I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. It's pretty great. But I'm going to go on a quick tangent. I saw the trailer for the Borderlands movie before this film, and I just want to say how horrible that movie looks. They made Claptrap even more annoying, which is impressive, and the trailer was genuinely awful. They played a trailer for Minions or Despicable Me 4, and I thought that trailer was funnier than the Borderlands trailer, but they had a very similar sense of humor. It was a complete mess, and I will be there opening day to review that film. It looks genuinely terrible. Kevin Hart casting is just fascinating. So I'm adding that to Twisters on my anticipated movies because they seem silly to me list. That's really all I wanted to say. So again, A Quiet Place Day 1, getting an 8 out of 10. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep trying to get a flight back to the temple, but at this point, I think I'm gonna have to walk. I think I'm just gonna have to walk back, and that's a long way to walk. It's a long way to walk. So I'm not looking forward to that. Hopefully we can, get a resolution to this whole beach crisis. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm gonna be entirely honest.